Hi guys, we continue again. All right. So today is still Sunday. Okay. May 5th. Okay. We have sent uh, the first part one episode. This is a part one. Okay. We discussed it before I went to church. All right. Now, okay. We have talked how in, in part one, chapter 5, part one, how the descendant of Adam and Eve, okay, expanded, growing, population it come more and more, but they can be group, okay, divided into two group. One, the good one and the bad one, okay. The good one that follow Abel, that got killed by Cain, and the bad one follow Cain, all right. That basically the probate, the one that follows Satan. The one that follow Abel, okay, is Christ. Okay, we are going to talk about it. All right, now, okay, in part two, okay, episode 3:3. All right, now here, okay, episode 3:3, chapter 5, still, right? Okay, so why the Son of God is sent to the world? And we have discussed, okay, remember, we have discussed that the okay, the Son of God was created, okay, when it was created. It created in the mind, process number one, in the mind of the intelligent, okay, God intelligent, that the creation. But now it is time to send it to the world. The second step. The question is why, okay? Why it was sent to the world, okay? So the first, okay, the first reason is that the human population have increased, okay, and all right, the good one, the group two, what is good, need to have a leader, okay, need to have a leader. That the first reason. The second reason, because of the when human population increase, so does the wickedness of human. Okay, look at this. Okay, and 14. Okay, it start with 13. Okay, now remember. Okay, we have before we said likewise did increase the clamor of the just for the Redeemer. That is group that follow Abel, okay, of the Most High, and the transgression of the wicked in demerit of that benefit, okay, the Cain group, which is the bad one, all right. Now, the people of the Most High and the plan for the triumph of the Lord, assuming human nature at a time for the Lord, okay, assume human nature. The kingdom of sin in the generation of the wicked had now spread its dominion. Okay, the bad guy become big and big and bigger, and also, okay, the wickedness, okay, and the sin, it it hit the limit. If you look at the line 12, utmost limit and the opportune time of the remedy had arrived. So, all right, before Christ, okay, we see that before Christ, that 2000 or more ago, the Lord said that this human that follow the evil one, the sinner, getting bigger, bigger, and more, or have the more power, okay, over the good one, the good human, okay. If okay, the Lord did not send the Redeemer to the world, then the good group, will decreasing and diminish and will be transformed into the bad one, because they said, well, we were waiting, but we did not have, the Redeemer did not come. All right. So that will increase the question whether or not that promise is true. All right. We call it the Messiah. Okay. Now, okay. 13. When the ancient serpent, okay, the evil one, okay, enjoy peaceful control over mortal. So if you do not have God, you are controlled by Satan. Okay. Mortal are controlled by evil one. Okay. So uh, what is the proof? Well, everybody love money. People kill for money. People get cheat for money. Okay. So money become the God. They replace that. Okay. The God that they have to submit themselves. Okay. To money and everything else that the world. Okay. With it, leader Lucifer has to offer to the world. Okay. Now, who had become blind to the light of reason? They're blind. They know nothing. Okay. They do not want to come back to the Lord. Okay. And to the precept contained in the ancient written law, when instead of seeking the true divinity, men set up for themselves manifold law. Okay. They replaced the law of God into the man-made law. Okay. So that's the reason why the Lord is so upset, okay, would like to help. And each one created a God for himself, line 17. So for Mr. A, his God is money. For Mr. B, his God is something else. For Mr. C, it is the food that is God. He can overeating and all the time. Okay. So everybody make in their image the God for himself. Okay. Some of them say the bird is my God. Some of them is the fish of my God. Okay. Some of them are the trees is my God. Some of them say the mountain is my God. Okay. And you see that in the ancient, okay, people worship all kind of things. Okay. There is time to stop it. For the true God will be sending to them. Okay. Now, all right. So there will be a confusion because, okay, somebody from a certain country say my God is the bird, and the other one is say my dragon is the. You're confused. Who is God? Who is the real God? Every single person confuse themselves and argue with their own God. Okay, some of them make the toy from the toy. Okay, uh, monkey of the God. Okay, and lion of the God, and all kind of things. Okay, so with that, the time for the true God to send the true, real Redeemer. Okay, when this era malice, look at that. All right, I mean in the red. Okay, red word. Okay, when this era malice, ignorance, and forgetfulness of the true God had become naturalized, it become normal. Okay, people think it is normal. Okay, replace God with money. That's what they worship money. Okay, they think it's now become normal. Okay, it's really scary, even though even now. Okay, some of the people right now in 2024 think the God for them is a position. Okay, higher position in the company. Okay, they don't recognize the real God. They forgot. Okay, so if you see this guy, okay, even though only the Father knows the end time, if we see this, okay, this is the symptom. We see this, okay? Now, when ignorant is mortal disease, liturgy, the world had grown mute in its prayer for deliverance. Okay, so nobody pray for the incoming of the Redeemer. Okay, when pride reigned supreme and fall had become innumerable, when Lucifer in his arrogance was about to swallow the pure water of Jordan, when through, okay, this injury, God was more and more deeply offended. All right? We need to understand, when human commit sin, it offended God. All right? And he become impatient and less beholden to man. Okay? Less love. His love, erode. Okay? When his justice had such an excellent cause of annihilating, okay? Because human is so forgotten, all right, that make God, okay, to justify, to erase this whole world, come back to the 0 point, okay? And all creation and reducing it to its original nothingness. 27, line 27, okay? Remember, God created the world from nothing. All right. After the creation, man did not recognize the creator. Okay. The same thing. All right. We also, okay, face the same thing. We give all kind of stuff. Okay. Free education and all that. How many? Say thank you. None. Okay. None. It's only one or two. So this forgetfulness not only happened at church, it happened everywhere. Now, all right, people only work because of the interest, okay? The interest, okay? When the interest, they don't have any more interest, they don't care. It's very sad. Okay, now, okay? Even though it's justified for God, the Holy One, to make this world to 0 back to the creation or before the creation from nothingness, okay? He changed that on the green. The Most High directed his attention to attribute to his mercy. Mercy and mercy and mercy. What it means by mercy? Okay, human did not deserve it because they already make all kind of mistake. Okay, it's justified to get rid of them, to get rid of human. But God said, okay, you did not deserve it, but I give it to you because of my mercy. Okay, and chose to yield more to his own goodness. He yield to his own goodness. Okay, even though it's just justifiable to destroy all this, this world. Okay, he yield to the clamor and faithful services of the just and the prophet of his people. He just look at the one that's a good people. Look at them, pity. Okay, instead of to see to those, okay, who call the bad guy the prophet. He look at that, the good one is for those small in number. So, okay, the small number of good people need to keep praying, praying and praying. Okay, pray that God do not look at those who make mistake, but look at the faith. Because even though there are not too many of the good one. Okay, so back to the question again, guys. All right. Okay, back to the question again that we have right here. Okay, part number 2. Why the Son of God is sent to the world? Because, okay, the time is right to do it too. Okay, because human, okay, population has increased, so the Lord has friends. Okay, if you go to church today, okay, and you still remember, okay, May 5th, 5/5, 2024. What is the sermon about? What is the reading? The reading about love. Okay, the reading about love. Okay, so this is why. Okay, the Son of God sent to the world because the love of God. He want to make this all this bad guy to come back. Okay, to come back to Him. Okay, all right. So the time is right because more population fall into sin that need to be corrected. What is the second one? All right, the second one, the Son of God has all these friends, okay, because the population grow, even though it's a small number for the good people, they already have a friend. Now this, okay, small number of the good people, okay, what Jesus said in the sermon today, I'm no longer call you servant, I call you friend, okay, remember that, okay, if you forget, go to the sermon again, 5:5, May 5th, okay, so now, okay, human has a friend, which is the Redeemer, so the time is right, and God will send to the Redeemer, to the world. Now, prior to that, we need to understand, okay, what do we need to understand? All right, God will work, as I said before, okay, in a system, okay, in a process that human can understand. Human can understand. Like I said, if God sent his only son, okay, from nowhere, suddenly pop, Jesus popped somewhere, okay, human cannot accept that because human always think that someone, okay, come to the world, need to go through the womb of a mother, okay? So what is the first process? The first process is to send Mother Mary to the world first, okay? That's the first step, right? For example, you know, if you want to cook or to make salad, what is the first thing that you need to do? You have to go to the grocery store and buy the leaf, okay? When you buy the leaf, what is the next step? Next step to clean it, okay? When you clean it, what next? You put in a bowl. The last thing before you serve it, what do? You put the dressing. That's what we call the process, okay? Now, the same thing over here, okay? The main idea to send the Redeemer because the time is right to send it to the world. But prior to that, there are things that need to be done. For instance, okay, what is the first one? The first one, of course, let the mother be sent first to the world. That's what we are going to discuss in the next two episodes. All right, I'm going to stop here. All right, now remember, when the time has come and the right time has arrived, then the Redeemer, okay, Jesus is prepared to be sent. But prior to that, that thing that need to be done with Mother Mary first. Okay, I'm stop recording here. I see you in the next episode soon. Goodbye.